everybody. Please watch the whole video. All my TikTok partners, they actually put up with some excellent quality videos just to make you understand, guys, what insurance is, what benefits you might get because of if you have the right insurance policy, and how insurance works, how the insurance actually pays out in your offense of, what kind of benefits you might get once you have a claim, and at the end of the day, what consequences you might have to go through if you don't have the right insurance product. So please do watch the whole video from top to the end. I believe it's going to be less than 7 to 8 minutes, somewhere around 9 minutes. Highestly, these 9 minutes might actually save you a lot of things in your whole life. This is America. You have to have the right insurance. If you don't, consequences could be really, really something nobody could actually imagine. I'm not really spreading any rumor or whatsoever. I'm just trying to make you understand that if you have the right product, if you have the right insurance product, at the end of the day, once you have a claim, and if you get the claim to go through in the right way, then you don't have to pay anything out of your pocket, hopefully. Or maybe if you do, maybe it's not too much. So let's just watch the whole video from top to the end, and please write a comment at the bottom. And you'll also see my name, my information, and my phone numbers, everything at the bottom, and possible links of insurance products that I might be able to help out with. Okay? Click on the description box below and you'll be able to see that. Please watch the whole video. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Have you ever wondered what insurance actually is? Insurance is when you pay a little bit of money every month. That's called your premium. So that if something really bad and expensive happens to you, the insurance company will pay for it instead of you having to pay for it. For example, let's say you buy car insurance and it costs $100 a month. The point of that is so that if you get into a really bad car crash and you would have to pay $30,000 or plus to fix the other person's car, you would call up your insurance company and they would pay for it instead of you. So getting insurance really only makes sense if the possible bad expensive cost is really big and if the insurance company will actually pay to cover it. The insurance company is hoping that you will never call them up and actually need to use your insurance. That's how they make money. They have a lot of customers that are each paying them their premium every month. And the difference between all the customers' premiums and the money they actually have to pay to customers who call them up and say, hey, I need to use you, that's the money that the insurance company makes. Things that if the bad expensive thing happens, it'll really mess up your
3
life.
key benefits of insurance. Insurance plays a crucial role in providing financial security, peace of mind, and protecting against unexpected events. 3 beneficios clave del seguro. Los seguros desempeñan un papel crucial a la hora de proporcionar seguridad financiera, tranquilidad y protección contra acontecimientos inesperados.
So I did a video yesterday giving a shout out to State Farm for helping me with my business insurance. I was pleasantly surprised with the pricing, the service, the options. But I said in the video that I got a business owner's policy, right? And a lot of people were asking, what does that mean? How's that different from general liability? So I'll just briefly explain what that is. So a business owner's policy is a combo policy. It's a combination of general liability insurance, which is the bare minimum for every company, and property insurance. General liability insurance is there if your product gets anybody sick, anyone slips in your store, gets hurt, anyone gets cut on the product or the bottle or whatever, anything crazy happens like that, general liability insurance steps in and covers any losses or lawsuits or anything that comes your way, right? But if your building lights on fire and all of your inventory and equipment, everything goes up in flames, general liability insurance is not going to cover that. Property insurance covers that. So I usually do a business owner's policy, general liability, usually $1 million aggregate, sometimes $2 million, and then a property insurance coverage for the value of what I deem the inventory to be, which for like my importing and wholesale business can be hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And for this commercial kitchen, it was about $200,000 to cover like the kitchen equipment if something happened. So you always want to get both. And then on top of that, I mentioned that I got an umbrella policy. An umbrella policy is an extra amount. I got $2 million for this. So let's say you got sued for $1.6 million and you lost. Your general liability insurance is $1 million. You're capped out. That extra $600,000. Now their attorneys or anything are going to go after your personal assets or anything else that you own to try and recoup that. You don't want that, right? So I always like to get an umbrella, and I'm a huge advocate for insurance. The more, the better in every scenario. That extra $2 million umbrella is like $500 a year extra, $475, $35 a month maybe. That's a gym membership to ensure that something catastrophic does not happen and bring your entire company down, right? Which could happen. It could bankrupt you. Even if you're doing millions of dollars in business, a lawsuit like that doesn't mean you have millions in a bank to just pay off in cash. So, I mean, get insurance, business owner policy, general liability, and property insurance, and then add on an umbrella. It's the best thing to do. You'll protect yourself in the best way. All right, but that's what a business owner's policy is. Hope it helped.
How does workers' compensation work? If you're injured on the job, your employer should have what's known as workers' compensation insurance. That means that you'll be compensated for injuries, lost wages, things of that nature as a result of being injured on the job. It also means that if your employer has workers' compensation insurance, you can't sue him or her directly for negligence. That doesn't mean that you're not entitled to other compensation.
The homeowner's insurance contract, this protects you against the damage or the destruction of your home, whether it's fire, windstorms, theft, water damage, maybe something falling on your house like a big oak tree. It also provides the losses of what happens if I have to move out of my house as it is being rebuilt. That would provide living expenses that would typically come out of your own pocket to find a hotel for the next 6 months as your house is being rebuilt. There's also liability claims in case of injury. People get hurt falling down the stairs or other things that might happen in your home.
Here's why life insurance is totally worth it. From just $15 a month, it can cover MRIs, CT scans, x-rays, emergencies, hospital stays, and even prescription meds. Click below to get yours.
Or if a client's personal data was exposed because of one email click.
One cyber incident can cost tens and thousands of dollars or more.
That's where cyber liability insurance comes in.
It helps cover the cost of hacking, data breaches, phishing, and ransomware attacks, depending on your policy.
If your business gets hit digitally, this policy helps protect you financially.
Cyber insurance can help pay for forensic investigations, legal fees, customer notifications, and credit monitoring.
It can also help with business interruption and ransomware response costs, and in some cases, payments when allowed by the law.
If you store customer info, take online payments, or use email or cloud systems, you need cyber coverage.
Now you might be thinking, my business is too small, no one's going to mess with us. Unfortunately, small businesses are actually the most common and easiest targets.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Robbie, and we're agents at AHTKY Insurance Agency.
Contact us today so we can help protect your business from digital risks.
This is what happens when you don't have life insurance. You're an electrician making $80,000 a year. Your wife is a stay-at-home mom taking care of your kids. Then one day, you're on your way to work and you get in a terrible car accident and unfortunately, you don't make it. Now, your entire family's savings is gone because they have to cover all the funeral costs. Now what's going to happen because your family doesn't have any more savings? Your wife, the stay-at-home mom, has to take care of all the responsibilities, meaning she has to find ways to pay for the house, the kids, all the bills, and that's just something that's going to really lead to a total disaster. If you had life insurance, this would be avoided because the policy would keep your savings, meaning that it would pay for the funeral costs. It would be able to give your family enough money to pay for the house, for the kids, the bills, and give you enough money to last you for the next 3 to 5 years. So if you want to avoid total disaster with your family, hit that follow button so you understand what life insurance can do for you.